Joined here on the line by the newest member of the Manitoba Moose, forward Jeff Malott. Jeff, thanks for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
Hey, yeah, thank you for having me.
So first things first, I guess how excited were you to sign your contract here with the Manitoba Moose after a season with the Big Red?
Yeah, it's definitely very exciting to get involved in your first pro contract. A bit of a weird way to end the season, but having something to look forward for next year definitely helps out.
It was a bit of a weird way to end the season, and you guys are doing really well in Cornell too, I guess. Just how was that season going for you in Cornell too, and being the captain of a team you spent a number of years in too?
Yeah, no, first off, definitely a great honor to be one of the captains for Cornell. Like I said, a weird way to end it. I mean, we were having a really strong year, probably one of the strongest years I've had in my time there. Even being ranked first in the polls and finishing with a regular season championship is something to be really proud of as well. So, it's pretty bittersweet, but there's still stuff that we can hang our hat on at the end of it.
And what was clicking so well for you guys, I guess, at Cornell? Like you said, you had a number of successful years there with the club, but this last one seemed to really stand out for you and the rest of the team. Just what was, I guess, clicking for you guys near the end of the season there?
Yeah, definitely. I think we had a lot of depth this year. Previous years, we've had one line that really contributes to our offense and a lot of other lines that really shut down defensively. But this year, it really seemed like we had four lines that on any given night, they could be the line contributing offensively. And then obviously, Cornell is kind of a defensive team, and we definitely pride ourselves on, being detailed and kind of taking care of our own end first and moving from there. So I think when you kind of put those two things together, it was a really, really successful year in terms of just consistency for us across the board.
Going back a couple of years now, but I guess what went into your decision to go to Cornell? You spent a couple of years in the AJHL with the Brooks Bandits, but it's an Ivy League school too. It's a bit of a shorter schedule as well, but just what went into your decision to go play there?
Yeah, I think one of the big things was just the history that Cornell had. They're a team that's always been competitive, and they've always had a success of moving guys to the next level. But one of the bigger things for me was just the recruiting style of the staff there. They really, really made me feel like I was, a part of the organization before I even came in. They made me feel extremely comfortable. They were extremely accommodating to my family. And then finally, just the academics was always a huge part for my parents and myself. And it just kind of seemed like Cornell was the perfect fit for all three of those.
Did you happen to play against any of the players on the Manitoba Moose that are currently on the team? Do you happen to know any guys that are currently on the roster?
Yeah, I think Cole played for Union. So I played against him for a couple years. But I haven't looked too deep into the roster yet, but I think Cole is the only guy I've played against.
And just, I guess, how much are you looking forward to finally getting to Winnipeg, whenever that time may be, and getting to meet the rest of the guys and get back on the ice, I guess?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, everything's still up in the air, but it's extremely exciting. It'd be nice to be back in Canada, a couple years out in the States. But it's just going to be something to look forward to for the remainder of the summer. Kind of a little bit of motivation throughout this kind of stagnant time right now. It's just obviously very exciting for my family and I. And it'll be pretty cool to get things started whenever that is.
Awesome. Jeff, thanks again for the time. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the team, and I hope you and your family staying safe during this time.
Awesome. Thanks. You too.